All right. It is time for a relationship conversation with an expert. Now we have Isaac Odugbesan, who is the founder of Very Single Lagosians, Peer, and Bubblegum Health. Now, 3 unique platforms that sit at the intersection of culture, tech, wellness, and social connection. And he is here, beautiful, young, handsome man.
Love it.
And we're going to be talking about relationship topic, smiling with spite. How to spot hidden hostility in relationships. Smiling with spite. By the way, you have an amazing smile. By the way, I was going to tell you at the back.
Thank you.
So my first question is really, can you love and hate someone at the same time? Is it possible? Can you love and hate someone at the same time?
Technically, I think you can. I think you can love someone's presence.
Okay.
And hate how they treat you.
Okay, so you can love the presence of the person, but then hate how they treat you.
You can love the memories and hate the pain.
Okay.
It's possible. In my own world, I think that it's possible, but it's also a sign of a bit of dysfunctionality, right? When you cannot, and that's your cue to know that there's something wrong in that relationship or marriage that you are.
All right, so we're in an era where instead of having conversations in relationship with partners, there is this silence or idea where people begin to smile, but deep down they actually have a different ulterior motive around you. And it happens with families, it happens with friends. And I'm just wondering, why does this happen in the society? Why does it happen in relationships? Why do people actually smile and then still have a different ulterior motive about their partners? Why?
I think that a lot of people are not. I think it's a bridge in communication.
Okay. Right.
There's a communication gap somewhere because that's supposed to be the person that, in marriage, in this case, you're trying to spend the rest of your life with. There's also a place where maybe as you communicate, there is a lash out. So you're careful, even though give me backhand compliments, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Right? So there's that. And so people find it very hard sometimes. Sometimes it can be the person that doesn't just like to communicate, and sometimes it's that the last time I said things to you,
this was how you reacted.
Don't try me.
All right. So it's always very interesting when I hear competition among partners. I'm just wondering here, when does competition get too far? When is it going overboard? Because competition, you would agree with me, is good. But when is it going overboard? Because I'll give you a good example. I was hearing a friend share a story, and he said that he knows about a couple that the husband went to the wife's company and told the wife's company to sack his wife because for some reason she was earning way more than him. And he did not want a case in the family where the wife would earn more money than he was earning. And he did not just ask for them to reduce the salary. He said, please sack my wife or fire my wife because that would bring more respect for me. What do you think about such situations?
Just to follow up, is this in 2025?
Yes, it's 2025. It's new.
It's 2025 issue. I mean, when it comes to questions like that, I think that people are it's different strokes for different folks, but overall that's terrible, right? Men, I feel like, because even now people are looking for more entrepreneurial ladies, and it's not if I don't even say it's 50-50, I think it's 100-100. I think everybody should bring their A game to the table because rent is expensive, house is expensive, everything. So you need somebody to support you. And you also need to know that this is not the end. So if you're in a place where maybe your business is not doing as much or your job is not, so that's where the healthy competition, not competition, I don't even like the word in relationships, competition, but it can then propel you to do better. Right? And also on the woman's part, there has to be also a balance to say that you are wholesome and you are not what you are to me because of the provision you can make. And that's how a lot of men also need to understand how before they get, because for people without money and sex, they are incapacitated. They cannot rule or govern a home, right? So it should not be a case of, because of that, there should be wholesomeness. And in that position also, the other partner should be also know how to become patient to treat the other person and not be hostile.
All right. So how do you spot some of the signs in your relationship or with your partner? What are the things to always check to be sure that, whatever smile you're getting, whatever subtext is coming from your partner is real, and it is not one where they have interior or ulterior motives?
I mean, competition is one.
Okay.
Backhand compliment is another one.
Okay.
Right? Just, you are not even genuine enough to say, you're so brave that you did this. It's funny. Okay. Right? Emotional abuse is another one. Right? Somebody's also gaslighting you for, it's not healthy. There's absence of peace. Right? So, and there's also very important, people that treat people with spite. You have to watch the way other people, your spouse treats other people that have nothing to offer them. It's a good thing. You have to watch them.
Yeah, true.
You have to be careful because one day it'll turn to you. Right? You have to be careful. Why are you, even the way you treat even the artisans, the non-commercial people around them, the gatesman.
So yes, if they're always showing you love, but then they are showing other people, a different side of themselves where they are insultive, they're abusive, when it's emotional, it's direct. That's a red flag to watch out for.
That's a carnival, that's a red flag. That's something to watch out. I'm being honest, this is true life.
Yeah, but how do you, when you say true life, it feels like you're speaking from some level of experience, like something has happened.
My pastor is watching, let's move on. I mean, I think in one way or the other, it's possible to have, everybody has, gone through one level of, sometimes you're not even able to recognize it, and then you recognize it in reflection.
All right, so how do you draw the line between negative comments and proper critiquing? The reason why I'm asking that is I have seen where families, a lady would ask a guy or her husband, how do I look? And she doesn't really look good. And the man is forced to say, you look good, even if he has an issue with her makeup, even if he has an issue with her shoe. And he knows for some reason that if he says or speaks his mind, there is going to be chaos. But at the end of the day, he's really not happy, but he's just saying these things to make her happy. And some people believe that, when you make your partner happy, you're happy. Happy wife, happy, happy life. But I just want to get it from your perspective as an expert here. What do you do in such a situation where you really want to say something, you want to critique something, but you know that it's more negative? What is the best thing to do for everyone to be happy?
I think it's still in communication. I always say that people need to be kind, right? There's a way I can tell you that. Maybe you can wear a suit next time, but you look great.
All right.
I've been able to tell you that.
So you say the truth first, but then you add it with it. You just back it up with compliments.
You have to break it. But so it's different for strokes for different folks. Some people tell their partners, don't. And so also very important. I like that question because at the height of, if you cannot correct somebody when maybe they're going through a tough time. You can hold their hand and say, babe, so you can look better. But you're fine, you're great. But maybe just trying a little bit, just be more. Right? I know you're probably going through this already, but be more. It's supposed to be a partner. It's not deep enough.
What is one advice you would give to couples in general to just do better when it comes
advice?
Advice.
That's advice. I think just communicate better. Ignore spitefulness and deal with it with maturity. If you find spitefulness, deal with it with maturity. Spiteful people can become dangerous.
Wow. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing your knowledge. I am sure we'll probably have more topics. We're going to discuss deeply into this later on. Thank you so much. Yes, communication is key. It is very important that you are patient, you are kind, and you are loving with your partner, and then you communicate as much as you can. The show continues. Guys, don't go anywhere. The show continues. We have a lot for you guys in store. Don't go anywhere. Still Wake Up Nigeria. We'll be right back after this short break.